I must suck so bad at Fortnite that Epic Games felt they needed to add a ringer to ranked mode to help lift my stats. Yeah, or I'm playing with a cheater. So there I am playing some rank 0 build duos. I'm at silver level 2 when I get in a match with this random player and everything seems like it's getting off to a good start until the bodies start to drop. And then I start to think to myself, this player might just be a cheater. This guy was moving so fast. He always knew where the enemy was and eliminated players faster than anyone I've ever seen. I mean, I only got 5 eliminations because this guy was dropping so many bodies that they would be eliminated before I could even join the party. This player ended up with 22 eliminations. Add on my 5, and that's almost a third of the lobby eliminated by our team. So is this player a cheater or just really good at the game? Let me know in the comments. So we ended up landing over here, and obviously no enemies landed with us, so it was kind of one of those situations where we could kind of load up and get our loadout a little bit set up before we actually got into any gunfights. But this player is moving absolutely fast. I mean, look at that. The player jumped up in the air and that player's aim just followed it. So they followed right after that person. I mean, the aim, it's probably pixel perfect aim on that player. I don't know how that player knew that, you know, the player was gonna jump at that moment. Jumps through, already pointing at in that direction. So this is the kind of information in there, eliminates another player. This is the kind of information that you would not get from, say, visualize sound effects. Visualize sound effects doesn't tell you that much information. So yeah, it tells you like what direction, but it's not going to tell you exactly where. And if they're pretty far away, right? You know, it's not going to show up at all. So it kind of gives you a guideline that, hey, somebody's nearby. And this isn't even the most suspicious stuff. Like you'll see when this player gets out the sniper rifle, things kind of get really suspicious when he starts getting headshots and knocking players right away. So now this player's being a jerk, obnoxious, just honking the horn, can't wait for some reason. And I don't know why. I mean, this player must have information that I don't, so I don't know. Like, why honk the horn that many times? What are you in a hurry for? You know, there's other things in games than just getting eliminations, right? But maybe that's what they're trying to do. You know, maybe they have their own channel and they're trying to stream this stuff. But either way, this person is either a really good player or they have wall hacks and aimbot. I mean, and it would make sense, right? If you have aimbot and wall hacks, you don't have to concentrate on any of the stuff like aiming. There's so many other things you can do that make you a faster player. So here we go. He came up on another player, knew that they were there, even though I don't know how. So that was a headshot. That was a headshot that eliminated that person. And yes, you did see that they were missing, but it's very possible to toggle aimbot. So, you know, if the player thought, oh, hey, maybe I could do this myself, fine. Or another thing too is sometimes I believe if you have like a predictive on because the player is a little bit further away, then it predicts where the bullets go as the player's moving to try and intercept them. So maybe that's also why they were missing some shots. Or it's also possible that they just toggled on aimbot. So every single time this player knew exactly where another player was and then how soon they were going to intercept them. Here comes, there's another player right here too that you could see that he already starts aiming. So he knows that the player's up there. He's seen if he's gonna jump down, but he didn't. I'm following the player around, right? And so then the player comes around the corner, boom. Yes, visualize sound effects does help, but it's not gonna give you that kind of information. There you go, another headshot. So I'm sure it's also too possible to, if you have like foot pedals and you're playing on PC, you could also have two or three different foot pedals doing something different. Like one foot pedal could do headshot aimbot and another pedal could do body shot aimbot to make it look less suspicious. But I mean, this player's gameplay, unless this player is really, really good, but then again, why would this player be in a Silver 2 lobby, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how this player would have gotten into Silver 2. If they play like that, they should be at the highest level unless they're doing something to get into these lobbies. Because this is ranked. This is ranked play. So again, this player is setting up, knows that people are coming, knows that they need to go up onto the ceiling, up on the roof of the train station. Doesn't even care about knocking and killing player. Look, he just hit that player as he was jumping. His sight wasn't even on the player and it hit them. So that would indicate to me that possibly they have you know, an aimbot sight that if they're inside that, then they'll get the shot. If the player is inside that aimbot circle, then they're gonna get hit with the aimbot. I don't know what the player is doing here. The player put this thing out for, I don't know why. I don't know why it emoted for something. Okay. So in my opinion, this player is looking for other players using their wall hacks. So they're looking for the direction of other players. They're obviously trying to get a kill count because they think that's all battle royales are for. It's just kill count. There's a lot more that goes into battle royales than just kill count. Yes, I understand that, you know, the more kills you get, but the more kills you get doesn't make you the winner of the match, right? You could have people that have one kill and still win the match. You just have to kill the last player. That's all you have to do. So you just have to survive until then. Kill the last player or kill the last team, right? I mean, the fact that this player seems like they're always in such a hurry tells me that they got additional information in the game. So that's one of the eliminations that I actually got. And I mean, I don't know. You tell me, does this seem like just really high game sense, really high awareness of what's going on around them? They're just playing really, really well? I mean, I don't know. Like, it seems like this player is getting extra information that's helping him be that much faster and quicker at making decisions, right? So this player is constantly making adjustments, and it seems like they always end up right where other players are going to be. A lot of times in the game, I can't even come across this number of enemies in a game. So I don't know how this player is finding them. If this isn't some kind of cheating or hacking thing and this person's just really, really good at the game, how are they able to locate all these people in the game? You're just going to high percentage chance POIs, but then wouldn't you think that sometimes they would come across POIs that have nothing in them? Because people rotate, players rotate. They move as gunfights and stuff happen. And look at how this person's positioned, right? Like they're on that side. I get that you have to fill up the vehicle, but why? Well, it becomes really clear down the road well, that's the direction that there are enemy players, right? So they're always trying to keep their, the player is always trying to keep their sight picture towards the enemy. And there's and there you go. Watch, he's gonna get out the sniper rifle and it gets. I mean, look at that. Did you see that? I mean, his sight wasn't even on the person, and he got a shot off on him. Headshot, actually. Another headshot. And so yes, you can hear the gunfire in the back. So yes, you'll know what direction to go. Right? I mean that the dot wasn't even on the player on that last one. So how did it hit that? You know how many times I've been shooting with a sniper, and if that center of that crosshair isn't exactly on that player, it misses them. You know how many times that's happened to me? Look at that. Again, another. So this is really where it gets really suspicious for me, in that this player is probably cheating. At this point, I'm like, okay, this person's cheating. What do I do? I don't want to just leave the match. That's not good. I mean, this is ranked, right? I don't want to just leave the match. I get another elimination there, right? So that's just one of my 5 that I got in this match. So I tried to do as best as I could, but this player was just absolutely cracked out of their mind. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's like the aim is right on that person every single time. And that was just headshot. Headshot, one shot with the sniper, and that's it. And I think with the snipers, it becomes very, very evident that this person is probably cheating. And the crazy thing is I mean, yeah, they probably have high frames per second as well, right? I mean, this kind of the player's movement looks like jittery or stuttery, and I'm at 120 frames per second. See, how did this player know these players were there? They weren't making any noise. Shoots them through the trees. You shouldn't be able to do a headshot through the trees. I'm sorry, that's just not something that should happen. See, another headshot straight away. This player's not even concerned about having to use cover at all, because their aim is so superior to everybody else's. It doesn't even matter. They can get close and they can move and jump however they want. in the most obscure way. As long as that little aimbot circle is where they need to be, that player is going to get hit. I do hope that other people reported this player as well. So I'll let you know what I did after the game is over. Like, what is he aiming at? What was he aiming at? There's probably a player down there on the other side of the building. He probably thought that the player was coming out the wall, or he's gonna come out of that doorway right there. Again, finds another player. That's me. That's me running over people. Yep. I mean, to me, this is rage hacking if I've ever seen it, right? I mean, this is blatant. I'm sure, you know, pros could probably play similar to this, but what is this player doing in a Silver 2 lobby, right? And I think there's one last player. Yeah, so I think there's one last player. No, two. Yeah, no, one. So this is the last player in the game. I try to do my part, but yeah, I'm not as good as this individual. And so here you go. They've had 12 victory royales with a crown on. That's a pretty amazing achievement, and it's still early in the season. So I don't want to spoil. Well, so what did I do? Well, I reported this person for cheating. Even if they were my teammate, I'm sorry. If you're cheating, you're cheating. That's just the way it goes. There's a couple of things that really stood out to me. Was how fast he was eliminating the enemy, his awareness of where the enemies were, the fact that he had 12 victory royales with a crown, the fact that his name, inside his username, he put a special character that's not on anybody's keyboard. And I think people do that, or cheaters do that, so that you can't look up their stats on Fortnite Tracker. So they do it on purpose to obscure what their stats really are, because if you saw that person's stats, instantly it would trigger, you know, you would report them. It just makes it harder in game to actually try to report somebody or look at their stats after you've eliminated them in spectating. So I don't know. What do you all think? You think this person's a cheater? Did I mess up for reporting this person for cheating? I mean, it looked pretty blatant to me. This person looked like they were rage hacking. And this is kind of the first time I've ever seen that or ever played with a person that is like that. And that's just absolutely amazing. And how do you compete with that? And why are these people in the game? So in my mind, I'd rather report somebody who's a possible cheater and let Epic Games sort it out than have to worry about whether I'm right or wrong or not. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I just need to get better at the game? I suck. Is this player a legit player? But if so, you know, why are they in the Silver 2 lobby, right? You would think that they would automatically advance to something a lot higher than that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We hope everybody's enjoying the content. stick around. We're going to be doing some giveaways and we're going to be having some more fun. We're going to be doing some shorts and some live streams, and we'll see you in that digital universe.